4th of July holiday ended in tragedy after a young man was killed in Brooklyn Park. That death, police say, was caused by an illegal firework. Brooklyn Park first responders got a report at around 1:30 a.m. Sunday of a firework that exploded in someone's face. It happened at a park in the 9800 block of Fall Gold Parkway North. Police found an 18-year-old man with severe injuries to his hands and face and a friend of his performing CPR. Responding officers and North Memorial paramedics also attempted life-saving measures. The victim was taken to North Memorial Health Hospital where he was pronounced dead. The identity of the victim has not yet been released. Opening statements are expected this week in the trial of Jamel Smith. He's the Chicago man accused of fatally shooting a local youth baseball coach on Highway 169 in Plymouth. Jury selection continued Tuesday in the trial. At the start of the day, 9 of the 12 jurors were seated. Smith is charged with first-degree murder for allegedly shooting and killing 56-year-old Jay Boughton of Crystal last July while both traveled on southbound 169. In a previous court hearing, Smith claimed it was a passenger in Smith's rented SUV who fired the fatal shot. A morning run turned into a scary situation in Brooklyn Park when a runner witnessed someone fire a gun. The runner told police he saw an argument between several people on Sunday morning in the 3500 block of 85th Avenue. He then saw a man pull out a gun and fire a shot into the air. When officers arrived, the people involved were gone, but police did find evidence of the gunshot. No injuries have been reported. A Golden Valley lawmaker held a press conference Tuesday to discuss the new THC law. THC is the main active ingredient in marijuana. Democrat Ryan Winkler joined others at a Minneapolis brewery to explain the law, which allows anyone in Minnesota over the age of 21 to buy edibles and beverages containing limited amounts of THC. Under the law, restaurants and bars would be prohibited from making products containing the hemp-derived chemical. Winkler was asked why this bill wasn't promoted more.
We absolutely did this on purpose. It was an intentional step forward, and it is an opportunity for Minnesota businesses and Minnesota consumers to have access to a product that can be safe and is widely available and used today, however, through an illicit marketplace.
Winkler feels the new THC law could be a step forward toward full legalization of marijuana in Minnesota. Hennepin County is asking residents to join efforts to protect the environment. Reporter Sonia Goins shows us what a Plymouth man is doing to get involved.
Knowing that I'm doing something that can protect the wildlife is really important.
Longtime Plymouth resident Doug Eichten has been removing other people's litter for 5 years.
There's so much trash. See, look at that.
6 days a week, he walks his neighborhood picking up trash along Bass Lake Road.
The reason I do it is because all of the trash goes down the storm sewers, into the river, into the little creeks that go into the rivers, and eventually works its way down to the Gulf.
The dedicated resident is participating in the Hennepin County Adopt a Highway program and collects about 15 pounds of trash per week.
So that's 15 pounds of paper cups and cigarette packages and things like that. So it's a lot of stuff.
Helping Mother Nature to be healthy is a top priority for Eichten and his friends who assist with cleanup duty.
There's no accidental litter. It all either is thrown out of the car or trucks that don't tie down their loads. None of it's necessary.
We can always use more people like Doug. Doug is a superstar.
Hennepin County spokesperson Carolyn Marinan is Doug's neighbor and is also instrumental in keeping the community in tip-top shape.
Everyone can do this to a degree.
She says the county has several environmental plans, including the Zero Waste program, which is centered on reducing, reusing, and recycling.
Hennepin County is committed to a zero waste future, and it takes everybody doing something.
Meanwhile, Eichten says he will continue to do his part to make sure the highways and waterways are clean.
I hope people that go by with young children point out the old guy is out there picking up trash that is not his, and keep the trash in the car.
In Plymouth, Sonia Goins, CCX News.
One of the best ways to beat the heat on a hot summer day is to get out and enjoy some ice cream. As Delane Cleveland reports in this week's edition of Takeout Tuesday, there's a relatively new form of ice cream that's becoming a big hit in Plymouth.
It was hot and we wanted to find some ice cream.
Every once in a while, something new comes around that piques people's curiosity.
It's interesting. I just had my first bite and it was good.
He's referring to ice cream from Ice Dreamzzz. It's a new dessert spot that just rolled its way into Plymouth in June.
So everybody, they come in, they're like, oh, we never had rolled ice cream before. What is it based off? It's based off like a Thai street food.
Sukino Novalath is the 31-year-old owner of this little slice of flavor-filled heaven. Opening this shop is the realization of a lifelong dream for this immigrant from Thailand.
When I see them happy about seeing the ice cream being rolled and made, it's nice.
The process to make the frozen dessert is an elaborate one that's meant to entertain. The ice cream begins in a liquid form.
All right, this is our cold cluster. This is chocolate.
He then takes the liquid and pours it onto a cold steel surface that's set at minus 19 degrees. Next, he smashes in one of a dozen toppings.
You want to crush the brownie in the chocolate mix just to be as fine as possible so it's easier to roll.
In this case, he's using a brownie.
When you roll it, it'll be smooth and easier to roll, and then with the consistency of the brownie in each bite.
Once he gets it just right, he pushes the ice cream forward into 7 perfect rolls, ultimately forming a picturesque dessert that's deliberately social media friendly to help with marketing.
Everything is on social media, so with social media, it helps a lot.
As the long lines can attest, the social media strategy has worked. It also helps that people enjoy the taste and the atmosphere.
It's good. Yeah. Bright. Fun for the kids.
In Plymouth, Delano, Cleveland, CCX News.
The recruiting process has been a busy one for Cooper senior-to-be Jaxon Howard. He's one of the top football recruits ever in Minnesota and considered the top recruit in the state for the class of 2023. Howard took the stage in the Cooper Auditorium to share his college choice. Here's Jay Wilcox.
After sifting through offers from the nation's top college football programs, then narrowing it to 4 finalists, Cooper senior-to-be Jaxon Howard made his choice public Friday.
I will be committed to LSU. Go Tigers.
Howard picked LSU over Miami, Michigan, and the Gophers.
I personally believe that they're going to have a breakout season this year. I want to come in and do my best. My goal is to get to the NFL one day, and I think LSU is a perfect place for me to get there.
Like all Minnesota standouts, Howard felt a little pressure to play for the Gophers. He liked their program too.
I'm very proud of the Minnesota community and just backing me with whatever I chose, for real. That's something that I'm very excited about. It's just they have my back no matter what.
He plays tight end and defensive end for Cooper, but it's on the defensive side of the ball that Jaxon aims to shine for the Tigers.
You know, I love to be in that defensive line room after I had a meeting with him. Amazing meeting, and just very knowledgeable. I'm ready to go.
Jaxon Howard's happy to have the decision behind him so he can concentrate on bringing Cooper back to the state playoffs this fall. Jay Wilcox, CCX Sports.
The 8-team Delano Stars and Stripes 4th of July American Legion Baseball Tournament started last Friday and wrapped up Monday night. 2 teams from the area met in one of the semifinals. A beautiful day for baseball on the 4th of July for this tournament semifinal game between Osseo and Hopkins. Top of the first inning, and Osseo's Gavin Sheska with a base hit past second base and into right field. Spencer Peterson comes in to score, and post 172 has a 1-0 lead. Bottom of the first, and the Flyers answer. Brock Zimmer cracks one deep to the fence in center field. Owen Lisney scores all the way from first base, and it's a 1-1 game. A couple of batters later, Elijah Stewart drives a ball to the gap in right center field. Zimmer comes in to score. Hopkins leads Osseo 2-1 after an inning. Trailing 3-1 in the top of the third, Sheska comes through with another run-scoring hit for Osseo. Peterson scores again, and it's 3-2. Good defense for Osseo to keep them within a run. Peterson at shortstop with a long throw to Matthew Kitzman at first base, who then goes across the diamond to Hayden DeCastile at third for the 6-3-5 double play. But post 320 adds to its lead in the home half of the 5th. Stewart singles to right center field. Paul Safransky scores. Hopkins scores 2 runs in the inning to lead 5-2. Aaron Awney pitches well for Hopkins. He gets strikeouts to end the 4th, 5th, and 6th innings. He records 10 Ks on the afternoon. On he pitches a complete game, getting the comebacker to end it. He throws a four-hitter as Hopkins wins 6-2. The Flyers, however, lost 2-0 to Edina in the final as Edina wins the Stars and Stripes for a third straight year. Young hockey prospects are hoping to hear their name called at this week's NHL Draft. That includes at least a couple of players from the Northwest suburbs. Defenseman Tristan Sarsland, who played his high school hockey at Benilde St. Margaret's, is ranked number 67 among North American skaters, which includes American and Canadian players. He is slated to play college hockey for Clarkson. Former Wayzata center Gavin O'Connell was rated number 178. He played for Waterloo in the United States Hockey League last season and had 24 points. He has committed to Minnesota Duluth. That's all for sports. More news after this. Find more Prep Sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.